After show, after show, after show.
Be careful, that chair broke the other day.
I fixed it, I think.
Oh, it still felt a little loosey-goosey to me.
Here it is.
Yeah.
And guess what?
We didn't actually finish the underside yet. We still need to do it. Yay!
we put in the video that we did because we didn't want to be like,
tell us
we knew everyone would tell us.
And we do plan on doing it. We just literally didn't have time to do it before the video.
I'm literally like about to do all the prep and research and like figure out what product I'm gonna use and everything like right now. Probably not resin because like
we don't want
dealing
drips.
with the drips and everything going back. So I'll like probably do some like poly or some varnish or
We're actually
something
gonna
like
finish these little guys too and just like do a clear pour over both of them and hang them on the wall next to each other.
Because I really like them.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah.
Like, this is a great wave.
Should I add more waves in the clear pour? No.
Oh, maybe on mine, because it
maybe
dissipated.
on yours.
Oh, maybe we do it.
Yeah, that's something I meant to talk to you about. Like, should we add a little bit more?
Yeah,
just
I think
like
we
last
should.
go, right?
Yeah.
More. Oh man, this like going behind the scenes though, like the reason why we had this rush is because we had a really like big sponsor. I think this is the biggest sponsor we've ever had. Old Spice. It was a really exciting opportunity. We said yes, like for a lot of reasons, but I think that one of the biggest is just kind of like push ourselves and see what we could take on, see what taking on a big client like that would be like.
It's interesting because I feel like Lowe's is a pretty big client, but I also feel like Lowe's is so closely tied to the space of like other sponsors that we typically deal with, and Old Spice was like, whoa, hey, you.
Yeah, but I think also Lowe's has been working with bloggers and content creators for a long time, so they kind of know their thing, and in that relationship it's pretty easy. It's us, there's an agency, there's Lowe's. With this whole thing, there was Old Spice, then there were two agencies between us and Old Spice, and like getting all that communication done, and like there's so many logistics. We signed like 5 forms.
I don't even know everything we signed anymore.
It's been like a month of work getting this all set up and done. Over a month.
Over a month. Well, we kept having to push the deadline, and then we're like, okay, this week it has to happen because if it doesn't, we don't have time to film another video to go live.
Honestly, we're not actually sure if it is going to go live on Friday.
Oh yeah. So it's in their hands right now for review, but they could come back with a bunch of changes that we can complete in time.
So it's Tuesday. That's usually like plenty of lead time for any of our other sponsors, but you know, because there's so many companies.
It's also really hard for us to finish a video unless we have a lead, which we don't right now. It's really hard to finish a video on Tuesday. Usually it's like we finish it by Wednesday night and we send it for approval Thursday and upload it Thursday.
Yeah,
you know?
That's usually more common. But I think that it, like working with the agency, the big companies, like it is interesting because like they do have more particular branding they want to hit. They do have like a particular message they want to hit.
It reminds me of working, like when I used to work in corporate branding.
Yeah, but like it makes sense in a lot of ways for it all to tie in, and like, you know, like one of the lines that we said was like kind of like insinuating that men smelled bad, and like we can reword that to like mean like that we were working hard and everything, and like there's these little tweaks that they had for us that like make sense. It is like more of a pain to go through and make sure it's like perfectly on brand with their brand.
Oh, we had to tape off all the logos.
Tape off all the logos, like make sure nothing was.
I'm not even sure if they'll be weird about us having the Patreon overlay. We've had one sponsor before that like didn't want any overlays directing to anything else. Yeah. So hopefully it's in there. If it's not, I apologize.
It wasn't our choice.
Yeah, it was not our choice. But yeah, we had to like tape off all of our all the logos and all of like the Total Boat stuff and everything we're using.
Yeah, I mean the biggest challenge in this wasn't the end product. It was
this was actually super fun. And
we had to be honest. This was super fun, but there were moments of stress. Like the jelly right here and like.
To me, the main stress was like, okay, so this is a slab, and it's a little twisted, and we could only do so much to untwist it with our little planer and sanding, and again, we didn't have that much time.
Like, so another thing is this is too wide for our sander.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of had to take...
For our planer.
For our planer. We had to kind of take the edges off that like guide it a little bit. I checked it, it was still safe. We took precautions and stuff, but like...
And it was only like, what, like half an inch too wide?
Like 1/8 of an inch or something like that. It was like nothing. But like getting it to feed in exactly within that small little window every time, like it was just, I just had to take them out. And I'll put them back in.
And we did get it flat, but there is still a little bit of a twist, which meant like leveling it was impossible.
Yeah, but what we could have done is we could have made a sled, attach this down to the sled, like basically to get like a piece of plywood, attach this down to the plywood, shim it.
I know, we just would have had to shave off so much.
We would have had to shave off more, it would have taken longer, but we could have technically done it.
We could have, but we were up until 2 a.m. that the woodworking night.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, it's good enough, we'll deal with it.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, the planer squishes things and, but because it was squishing it, it was making this to this flat the whole way, but it wasn't removing any of the twist and bow from the wood. If we had have done it that way, we could have, but it is more time intensive, and we paid for it a little bit with the unevenness and the rushing and stuff like that. Another thought I had is next time, let's raise all of this on a sheet of plywood, and then we can shim the whole base.
Oh yeah, didn't we do that with the rainbow desk?
With the rainbow desk. And I was like, oh, I remember that. That would have been really smart. We can like level this. Another thing I was thinking is like in the future, what if we made a leveling insert where we set this down and we have threads so we can raise and lower all four sides.
But if it's an insert, won't it just get like destroyed with resin, or are we putting plastic in the insert?
Oh no, it's not like a table. Like we put a new, like we have an adjustable leveling table on top of this table.
Yeah,
it
still wouldn't have really helped with this.
If we...
Ding! Sorry, you said like a light bulb.
If we have ball bearings that can swivel like this, you know, on the bottom of the table, so then we can tilt it. No, we can't do this.
Because we can't bend to the wood.
Yeah, so we can
tilt the whole thing, but we can't bend it.
Yeah,
this needed to be unbent.
Yeah, you're right. It needs to bend.
Yeah.
That's
the only thing is like, we could glue it down to a piece of plywood flat, do the whole pour, and then saw off the plywood.
No!
We need one of those like tree sawing bandsaws.
Let's go over to Mikey's place. I think he has one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, this has been an adventure though.
It was really fun though. Like it's cool because these pours, we've seen some really cool ones online on Instagram, Crow Creek Designs. There's a bunch on Pinterest and on YouTube, and it looks so magical, the final thing. But when it's broken down, it's not that many steps.
It's not that hard.
You know, there's some variation in like different materials that different people use, and like the whites kind of behaved differently for us, and you know, there's a little bit of unknowns, but even with that, like even with the stuff that didn't go as expected, it still ended up looking really good.
Yeah.
And it actually looks like ocean. Yeah, it's super cool. I feel like this is it's a like beginner friendly resin technique that looks not beginner friendly.
Start small, like literally small. Start on like a small thing.
But I would say
because
this
the larger it is, the more stressful it is.
But I'd say this is like easier than the geodes.
But the geodes, you're going for something abstract, so like, if it looks abstract, it's good. But this, you're going for something.
Look like a geode.
But like this, you're going for something realistic. You kind of want, I
guess this just has less variables. With geodes, you might like combine colors that look terrible.
Yeah,
or you might
right. You have like a template to go off of with it. Because it's like
this is like
dark
everyone
blue.
we looked at. Yeah, dark blue, medium blue, light blue.
With some green in the shallow and stuff.
Yeah, and it's like a gradient
one.
of the blues.
Yeah.
And then some people do the white directly on. I'm glad we let it cure and then did the clear and white on top. But
more control.
Yeah, more control.
But at the same time, like if we had done the white with this thing, they would have stayed matched. This one, they can desync. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean,
like the white can
desync.
Level,
it wouldn't have been as much of an issue if it was misty.
It wouldn't have been as much of an issue.
Oh man, Evan's mic was dead for the entire, I think it was the main.
It's so sad. Like that's I think I might have mentioned this to you guys before, but like that's my pet peeve, like redoing things or losing things or.
And we couldn't redo it. It was like.
That's that.
It is what it is. I mean, it's better than when we forget to turn on the receiver because then nothing is captured. At least it was on, my mic was on, so I could still get you. It was just really bad audio. Like bad enough I had to caption it. But that was rough because we'd already been pushing so hard to get this done. And then we just did like the main meat of it and your audio wasn't recorded.
Yeah, that was tough.
That was a sad moment.
Oh man, it was crazy. The slab, we realized that we need a slab on Saturday.
When we were coming home from my parents' house, we'd gone there for 4th of July.
And then we were like, oh, we need a slab, and we need to start like Sunday, for sure. Like,
in order to finish, because it had to be, we had to start Sunday, like the entire project start Sunday, and have it done by Tuesday.
Yeah, the video edited and everything.
The video and everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Which is pretty ambitious for an epoxy project that needs to cure overnight to like.
Yeah, we did 4 epoxy pours.
Yeah.
4 layers that had to cure. From Tuesday to Sunday, and edited the whole video, and it's like a 20-minute long video.
So we know a local
lumberman. Homewood Urban Lumber. He helped us out when we did the geode table. Like he helped us hook us up with the people who got us the cookie, and we went to his shop to level it, like do the whole thing, and use all his tools.
I think it's really cool what he does. He harvests local wood that falls, like from old age or natural causes or something like that.
Wood.
Yeah, and then he processes it, he dries it, all of that, and he turns it into furniture or other things. So it's like slabs. So he sells them raw, and he sells like finished goods and everything. But I think it's just cool where the wood comes from because it kind of has a story.
It's like Houston cypress.
Yeah,
we never worked with cypress before. It's pretty.
On his website, he has like stories of where each log comes from.
That's cool.
That's cool.
We, the lumberyard that we would normally go to for like fancier wood closed noon on Saturday, and we weren't getting home till long after that. And it's not open Sunday, and we were like, well, crap. Where are we gonna go?
We're out of luck.
So we DM'd him, and he was like, yeah, I'll meet you guys.
So he saved us, which was really cool. It's just like, this community is really cool in general.
It is really cool.
Yeah. What else? So it's like, that's the story of the slab. The project, there weren't that many complications.
There were stressful times, but generally, it was pretty fun. The bigger stress was just the time pressure.
The time pressure, yeah.
This is one of our quickest turnarounds, and it was like very high stakes.
I'm really happy with the decision we went for the pegs, because we were originally thinking of just like attaching like a bar, but like the bar would have needed to be pretty big and beefy, and like
the legs just seem more delicate and classy.
They do. I'm really happy with like the little legs. Another thing that we were thinking of is if we ever move in the future, this will make a great centerpiece, a great like thing to put on
art. Like
wall art.
We can always saw off the legs.
Or use them as standoffs and make them stand out from the wall.
Oh yeah,
or whatever. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
There's plenty of options.
We didn't know like, a lot of bath caddies have grooves for like a tablet or a little like cup holder.
I'm so glad we didn't do that. Great if you like that, but we just wanted something that was really versatile. And like, you know what, if you want to hold your wine, you can set it on the thing. And if like you're worried about it falling over when you're shaking it while you're taking a bath, maybe like set it off to the side. I don't know. I just don't. There may be a reason for the wine holder that I'm not aware of.
We don't drink much wine. So.
We don't drink much wine. But like, and again, if you need like a phone holder, just bring one onto it, because like you might want your laptop there or whatever. It's just like, this seems future proof.
Yeah. Also, we probably wouldn't have had time for that stuff anyways.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Because we would have had to, I guess, like route to the grooves after the pour and then done another.
No, but also it's like I'm 100% happy of this, because honestly, we don't take much baths. We just stink a lot. No, I'm joking. We take showers, but like Yeah, we don't use the bathtub that much. And honestly, this is just going to be kind of an art piece in there.
Yeah.
And I love it. You walk into the bathroom and it's there and it just makes me happy because it's pretty.
Yeah,
it is really pretty. It's like the new centerpiece of our whole bathroom.
Yeah.
You walk in and that's the first thing you see and you're like, oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really, I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good after show.
Good after show. Thanks for joining us again in the after show, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Bye. Bye.